Land occupancy and development in Boyle Heights, LA. The Boyle Heights is a historic and cultural-rich neighborhood in Los Angeles located east of downtown. Known for its vibrant multicultural history, it has been a melting pot for various immigrant communities such as Jewish, Japanese, Mexican, and more recently, Central American population. The area has a strong working-class identity and is closely associated with Chicano and Latino cultures. The housing development. To counter threats of displacement due to rising rents, there has been efforts to build and maintain affordable housing units. These projects aim to provide low-income residents with housing options that allow them to remain in the neighborhood. At 110th South Boyle Avenue, a new five-story building will feature 44 studios, one and two bedroom apartments for very low and extremely low-income households. The projects include 7,100 square feet of commercial space, a 41-car garage, and facilities for case management, financial education, food assistance, and life skill training. Transit development. The extension of the Metro Gold Line has increased connectivity between Boyle Heights and other parts of Los Angeles. This had made the area more accessible and potentially increasing property values. This extension on the east side of Los Angeles will create more job opportunities, recreational access, and educational opportunities. Commercial development. With increased attention on Boyle Heights, there has been a growing number of new businesses, including cafes, restaurants, and retail. While most of these cater to the existing community, others are aimed at attracting new, often more affluent customers. Sherm Shan Malsafi of Soto Equity LLC plans to clear the site at 1308 to 1322 South Soto Street, building a new seven-story apartment with 123 apartments, 4,000 square feet of commercial space, and a 122-car garage. Residential occupancy. Boyle Heights has a 83,000 residents with a median age of 31.8 years. The population is 49.77% male and 50.23% female. U.S.-born citizens make up 57% of the community, while 15.5% are non-U.S. born citizens, and 26.99% are non-citizens. Single-family homes are predominantly smaller, older buildings, usually in bungalow styles, while multi-family homes are duplexes, housing projects, and apartment buildings. Public occupancy. Boyle Heights is an area that is considered of high park need area. For 1,000 residents, there is 1.7 acres of public recreational use. In the city of Los Angeles, there is 3.3 acres of public recreation for every 1,000 residents. In 2020, Boyle Heights received $5 million to build a new park on Matthew Street. It includes a fitness zone, playground, fountain, free play zone, and public art.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ernie, and I'm going to be going over the social cultural factors of Boyle Heights. So, by 1858, Andrew Boyle was the first Anglo to settle east of the LA River, purchasing a 22-acre tract in Vineyard and establishing his home in what would become known as Boyle Heights today. His son-in-law would become equally influential as he became early mayor of LA and pushed to build infrastructure, bringing Boyle Heights into the modern era. So some of the early culture of Boyle Heights in the early 20th century, Boyle Heights was one of the only communities in LA that didn't have restrictive housing covenants that discriminated against people of color. So from 1920s to the 1960s, Boyle Heights was inhabited by diverse ethnic groups that included Jewish, Mexican, and Japanese immigrants, as well as Yugoslavian, Armenian, African American, and Russian people. This diversity started to decline. By the 1920s, Boyle Heights had the largest Jewish population west of the Mississippi River and also was home to many Jewish businesses. However, in the 1940s, the neighborhood was redlined by local banks, deeming it hazardous to investors. Jewish residents gradually left as banks denied their home improvement loans and their houses were lost or devalued by the new freeway construction. Boyle Heights also had a thriving Japanese American population, but it decimated when Franklin Roosevelt signed the executive order leading to the mass incarcerations of Japanese Americans. So the decline of diversity continued as Black, Jewish, and Japanese communities started to move away from Boyle Heights in great numbers. The freeway boom led to displacement of 15,000 more Boyle Heights residents. And here we can see these maps. We can kind of see how in the 1940s, the population of white non-Hispanic was pretty much the predominant population in Boyle Heights. But in the 2000s, we see a shift where the Hispanic population pretty much became the predominant group in Boyle Heights. So nowadays while the culture has changed, we can still see that there's a lot of landmarks of the neighborhood that still give us remnants of what unique melting pot this neighborhood was at one point. We can kind of see the Japanese hospital here at the bottom left picture. We also see the Breed Street Shoal in the upper right corner, and then we see the Evergreen Cemetery, which is one of the oldest and most diverse cemeteries in LA. Today, Boyle Heights has one of the highest concentrations of Latino residents in the city. In 2011, its population was nearly 100,000 people, and as many as 95% of the residents were Latino, mostly of Mexican descent. This has continued to grow with many cultural events taking place in this neighborhood. With such a large Latino impact, Boyle Heights has lots of Latino culture, and this can be seen throughout the area, whether it's through murals or some of the famous landmarks that are more of the Mexican American culture. Some cultural highlights in Boyle Heights include the famed Mariachi Plaza, which serves as a historic gateway to the neighborhood and a gathering place for a variety of cultural events, anything from music festivals to community bike rides. The plaza's defining landmark is its stone gazebo, which was actually a gift from the state of Jalisco, Mexico, which is the birthplace of mariachi.
Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation on the heritage and cultural preservation in Boyle Heights. Today we will focus on the area surrounding our site. I'm Rahaf Al-Ghamti, and over the few next slides, we will explore the rich cultural history of Boyle Heights and a historical landmark, cultural institution, vibrant street art, and the community ongoing preservations and effort. So let's dive in. Boyle Heights is a historical neighborhood located in Los Angeles, known for its deep-rooted culture and historical significance. It was established in the late 19th century, and it was home for diverse immigrants, particularly Latinos, who have shaped its identity. Boyle Heights was a major hub for Jews and Japanese community in the early 2000s, and today it's a continuous to reflect a rich blended cultural influences. Its development and cultural evolution made it a fascinating area to study. The picture here presented a historical view of Boyle Heights, showing its early development and the diverse community that has lived here. Boyle Heights is home to several noble historical landmarks. One prominent example is the Boyle Hotel, also known as the Holy Bag Hotel. Built in the 1888, this building is a symbol of the area early architecture style and its role of the community development. Another significant landmark is the First Street Bridge, which has been an important infrastructure element over a century preservation. This building helped maintain the history of fabric of the neighborhood and tell us the story of its past. Cultural institutions in Boyle Heights play a crucial role in preservation and promoting the area heritage. The Muse Debut Bowl, for example, is a dedication to the Latinos' history and culture, offering exhibit and educational program that highlight the contribution of the Latinos community. Another key institution is the East Side Cafe, which provide a space for cultural events, workshops, and performance, fostering a community engagement and cultural expression. These institutions are vital in celebrating and maintaining the cultural richness of Boyle Heights. Murals and street art are vibrant elements of Boyle Heights, reflecting the neighborhood's cultural identity and history. These work often depict significant culture and historical themes, celebrating the experience and achievement of the community. For instance, murals on local buildings might illustrate scenes from Latinos history or pay homage to important culture figures. This street art are not only beautiful, make the neighborhood beautiful, but also to preserve a palette of media for cultural expression and preservations. Preservation efforts in Boys Heights are driven by local organizations and community groups dedicated to maintain the neighborhood uniqueness of character. Organizations like Boyle Heights Historical Society works on projects to restore historical buildings and protect cultural sites. Community events such as neighborhood cleanup and cultural festivals also play a crucial roles in preserving local heritage. For example, volunteering often participate in restoring projects or help organize events that celebrate the neighborhood's history. This collective effort ensures that Boyd Heights cultural heritage remain vibrant and accessible for future generations.
Hi, my name is Imshan, and I'm going to present about regional housing and residential typologies in Boyle Heights. According to the demographic profile of Boyle Heights, released by City of Los Angeles Department of City Planning, among total of 24,605 dwelling units in Boyle Heights, 15,353 units were consist of multiple housing units, while 9,141 units were consist of single housing units. And zoning. Los Angeles City Planning's data indicates nearly 40% of the land in Boyle Heights is zoned for or built as multi-unit residential uses, whereas 70% of LA County planned for single-family zoning. It shows that the neighborhood is seeking to develop in a way that is more dense and avoids urban sprawl. So LA City Planning also proposed city planning that is targeting gradual changes to reduce the proportion of existing multi-family zoning and increase mixed unit zoning, since the majority of new housing growth and development is directed away from the existing neighborhoods and towards mixed unit corridors and public transportations. The proposal is intended to elevate future development pressures on the existing residential neighborhoods while bringing current and future residents closer to commercial amenities and more transportation options. Home ownership in Boyle Heights. Boyle Heights has a home ownership rate of only 23% since 2010, which is significantly lower than neighboring communities of El Serrano, Monterey Park, East LA, which is respective home ownership rate of approximately 48%, 53%, and 34%. So the cause of lower home ownership rate is mainly comes from the median household income. The median household income in Boyle Heights is $51,389 per year. It is very less than the median city of LA household income, which is $76,135. Higher income can provide the necessary funds to cover monthly expenses such as rent, utilities, groceries, and transportation costs, and have enough left over to save for a down payment on a home.